Hey guys, Problem1701 here, and today we're going to talk about if you could magically find 5 First Doctor episodes, any of them you wanted from the First Doctor, not stories, episodes, which 5 would you pick and why? So this is interesting because are you the kind of person who would just pick maybe one episode from 5 different stories just so we could see a little of what each story actually looked like? Or would you pick, would you spend, all of them trying to get back as much of Dalek's master plan as possible, getting 5 parts of master plan back so it would be, 2/3 complete? Or would you complete, Galaxy 4, because we all know Galaxy 4 is probably going to be amazing in animation anyway, though. And then maybe putting one part towards something else, I personally, I think the very first one you have to pick has got to be 10th Planet Episode 4, just for the historical value of it. It is kind of I think, the holy grail of missing episodes. I think if there is one that just objectively should have the highest priority, it is 10th Planet Episode 4. Because I do like 10th Planet. It's a good story. Even if I find Episode 3 stalls a little bit because it's very obvious Hartnell's not there. And the animation for Episode 4 is pretty good, but the camera work's a little wonky. Doesn't quite jive with the rest of the story. So it really would be nice to find that one, and since it is Hartnell's final episode as the incumbent Doctor, and just to be able to have that, and even though we do still have the actual regeneration itself still in existence, because that scene survives, it would be nice to have the whole episode to build up to that regeneration, be able to see it as it was originally done. So that's definitely number one on my list, just because, again, it's a very historical episode. That is kind of the one we need to get back. The next two, actually, on my list are Crusade Episode 2 and Crusade Episode 4. I've really always wanted to see the Crusade. I don't actually know if the Crusade's that good. I never really hear people talk about it. I don't know if it's one that's actually really good, one that's not really good, or if it's overrated, if it's underrated. I never really hear people talk about Crusade. But I like medieval time stuff. I'm a big King Arthur fan and all that. Knights of the Round Table, medieval knight stuff. I like that stuff. So I think I would enjoy it. Plus, it would complete season 2, so we would actually have a 60s season that is complete, and we can get that box set on out. And it'd just be nice to say that there is a 60s season that's really complete. So that'd be pretty cool. And then the other 2 episodes, I would pick Dalek's Master Plan Episode 11 and Dalek's Master Plan Episode 12. This would give us 5 episodes of Dalek's Master Plan complete total, so we'd have almost half the story. And I've mentioned before on the channel that if I can only have a couple episodes surviving of a story, I prefer them to kind of be at the end. I love being able to see, especially the final episode, in a surviving, in the actual footage. Something about that I just enjoy. That was my biggest problem with the Faceless ones, is that the 2 surviving episodes were early episodes, and I wish they'd been later episodes. And that, even in Evil of the Daleks, that it was Episode 2, and part of me wishes it had been a later episode. Though I actually do like Episode 2. There's some really good Troughton moments in Episode 2, so I'm kind of glad it's that in that case. With the Space Pirates, I've been told Episode 2 is very boring, so I kind of wished it had been Episode 5 or 6 that have survived. Maybe the story would be held in slightly better regard. One of the reasons I'm so looking forward to Wheel in Space, Episode 3 and Episode 6 survive, so we do have Episode 6, the final episode. So that's a big deal to me, to have final episodes, and Dalek's Master Plan is supposed to be kind of this big deal. That would be, I guess, story-wise, the holy grail of getting Dalek's Master Plan and most of Dalek's Master Plan back, since it is this 12-story epic, and we only have 3 episodes at the moment, 2, 5, and 10. So the idea of getting 11 and 12 back would be cool. We'd have almost half the story, and we'd have all 3 of the final episodes, 10, 11, and 12. That would be really neat for me. So that's kind of where I would go. There's a couple others I would have been interested in, like maybe some stuff for Celestial Toy Maker, maybe Myth Makers, just because I find Trojan stuff fascinating. Maybe even more of Galaxy 4, because that's just always a story I've been interested in. I'm really looking forward to the animation for that. So yeah, I would do the 2 missing episodes of the Crusade, 10th Planet Episode 4, and the last 2 episodes of Dalek's Master Plan. I would like to know what you think of my list and my decision, and I'd like to know the 5 episodes you would pick if you could only pick 5 Hartnell episodes to bring back. So comment down below and let me know what you think. I'm always curious to hear what you guys think about the questions I pose. Other things to do, click the like button, click the subscribe button. I'm trying to grow the channel. We crossed over 500 subscribers recently, and we're already over 530 the channel's really grown a lot in the past couple weeks. I'm very grateful to all of my new subscribers and all of my old subscribers as well. It really makes my day that there are people out there that just really enjoy listening to me and basically geek out about Doctor Who. Because y'all can probably tell I very much enjoy making these. I'm very emphatic in my videos. I like to think it's very obvious that I take a lot of joy out of Doctor Who. I really love Doctor Who. So it makes my day that there are other people who get enjoyment out of watching me talk about Doctor Who. I also have a Patreon if you like what I do and want to contribute to what I do. There is a link to that down in the description below for the entire month of October. Anyone who joins at any tier level will have access to stuff I am putting on the channel, videos I'm putting out, polls I put out all sorts of bloopers and stuff, some behind the scenes stuff like showing off some of the shelves behind me. I've also got the first 2 videos, I think, at this point. I record these so far ahead. Out for my Ranking the Doctors series. I am ranking the Doctors. I'm doing a 5-video series on that where I'm ranking the 15 Doctors from worst to best. The first 2 videos in that series are up on my Patreon. Those are exclusive to just patrons. But again, anyone at any tier level, even the $2 tier level, will have access to that. So if you're interested, check that out. It'll only cost you $2. Most importantly, though, thank you for watching.